Natural Woman on the Scene exclusive. I am here with the amazingly talented Damien Escobar. He has made the violin the new way of listening to music for my life. And so I'm so excited to
awesome.
be able to feature
That's
you
awesome.
in Natural Woman magazine. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Okay, so you're bringing the Boundless Tour to Cincinnati,
That's
Ohio.
right.
Okay, so what
That's
can
right.
we look forward to with this Boundless Tour?
Passion.
Passion. Okay.
Yeah. Passion and honesty. Just honest music.
I got a new album coming out. I'm gonna play a song from it. It's called Mood Swings. And I'm a Gemini, so I have a lot of it goes a little something like this. How many of you guys have mood swings? On a weekly basis. What about on a daily basis? Y'all gotta do better. Here you go.
You're an artist that has gone from the top to having it taken away to building it back up. How has that changed your music?
It's changed my life.
Changed your life, okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in a situation that joy up here, and you lose it all and you have to start from ground zero, that builds character.
Okay.
I mean, your defining moment, it comes when you have nothing.
Yeah.
And you got to figure things out. So, for me, it's changed my perspective on things that we value, like money.
Okay.
It became more so for me about people.
Okay.
People. It's
Beautiful.
people, music, living, life.
Yeah.
And really understanding the moment, understanding that life is not promised, and people don't really realize that.
Yeah.
Like, life is not promised, and just really let that just settle in. Like, it's just not promised, and we walk around every day so stressed out about things that don't matter. And it's like, so for me, it's like I let all that go, and I'm gonna lose myself in the artistry and just create.
I remember when I realized, the first time I realized I was different, and different wasn't good when I was growing up. But I was bouncing my head, boom, heavy. And my friend walks up to me, he's like, "Will you listen to that new Jay-Z?" I'm like, "No, I'm listening to that new Bach." It's safe to say I was teased. And that's where it began. That's where my story begins.
And I can definitely feel that in the music. Like my children, like just having you as an artist in the forefront of somebody of color.
Yeah.
Like my son wants to play the violin. At first, when that seemed boring, he just wanted to be a rapper or to, make beats or some things of that nature.
How old is
So he's 12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's interested. He he started playing piano when he was 3, and he kind of went into the drums and the beats, and so he saw you and heard your music, and it was like, okay, I know you can do this with the violin as well.
Wow.
So you're a great role model.
That's awesome.
And I know you also do a lot of nonprofit work as far as giving back to the community because you yourself have come from like New York. It doesn't get harder to come from the streets of New York. Yes.
From the hood. Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit of the charity work that you do.
Well, I'm a board member of the YMCA in New York, the Jamaica Y. Jamaica Y kept me off the streets as a kid, and I'm like, you know what? From the very beginning, when I reached a successful level, I became a board member of the YMCA, and I try to figure out every year, how can I make my community better by partnering with them. So it turned into now doing an annual concert. We raise about $100,000 to $200,000 a year. Okay. And we're able to get kids into camp. Kids that can't afford camp. It's like, I hate when money is a reason for people not to do something.
Yeah.
So, damn. I'm sorry.
That's a good ringtone.
No, I'm sorry.
No worries.
That was a cheap plug. And it was right on time too. I just hate when money is an excuse. I'm like, I'm gonna take the excuse away from you. I'm going to work so you can have The money.
That's
like
awesome.
my whole crew, my whole team here, you know, we all look at ourselves as first generation in our family. You know, the first generation to do something different. You know, first generation of wealth. And when I say wealth, I'm not even talking about monetarily. I'm talking about knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the money, of course, we make money. I mean, we work hard to do that, but knowledge is more powerful. So it's like we want to pass that down to the youth.
Yeah.
And just let them, you know, embody that.
Exactly, because if we're going to ever change our situation, it's going to start with the next generations coming behind us. We pass that.
Damn, they need help.
Yes, they do.
Woo! It's because you know, I grew up in an era without social media. You know, social media just became popular, but this is the new norm for them.
Yeah.
You know, social media and, you know, they'll remain nameless, but we know what reality stars are out there. And it's like, that's what they aspire to be like. And the media pushes that forward.
Yes.
And it's like, it's just crazy to me. So I'm like, all right, let's try something different. And if it's not about, and the thing is, it sucks, but it's life. You know, you won't be able to help everybody.
No.
You know, but you know, if you can just help a few, they'll be able to help a few, and they'll be able to help a few.
Exactly.
And that's how the Obamas and the Michelles come about again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, there's always that one flower that comes through the concrete.
Exactly. How do you balance it all? Being an artist, you talk about your family. How do you stay grounded and not let just, I guess, all the celebrity, all the fame or anything take you off your purpose or your track?
My fiance does a really good job of letting me know that I ain't shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, she, you know, it's just about having the right people around you.
Okay.
It's important. And again, like if we were having this conversation 4 years ago, I'd probably give you a totally different answer. You know, it really just like starts. It starts with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about your core.
Yeah.
It's all about your core. Like it just starts with who you are. And I know who I am. I got a really good balance, and it's like I know what I want to do. Like again, I know my mission. My mission is to be the first generation of wealth, knowledge, everything for my family. That's my mission. I got a tunnel vision.
Yeah.
So once you have that, you're good.
Yeah, everything falls into place that way.
Everything falls into place. So I get up and I know what I gotta do. People that get up in the morning like, damn, I don't want to get up. I'm tired. It's because they don't know
their purpose.
They don't know their purpose yet.
Yeah, and it really drives you, and that's we're all born with a purpose. The reason why mothers had us to fulfill that
100%.
purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I always in all my interviews give our audience 3 tips of advice for success based upon the things you've learned through your life that you can pay it forward.
3 tips of advice for success. All right, the first one would have to be believe in yourself first. That's one. 2, be consistent. Nothing happens overnight. I mean, I can attest to that. You know, I started all over from the bottom, and I wanted things to happen right away, but it just took me being consistent to build up a large following.
Yeah.
So be consistent. And the third one is if you do get people involved with what you're doing, make sure you love it first. Don't waste nobody's time.
Yes.
You know, don't waste nobody's time. People hate their time wasted. Can I give a 4th one?
Yeah.
Don't burn a bridge. Don't burn any bridges. You never know who's going to be the next Jay-Z that you're ishing on when they're right here. Just stop that mentality of that you can't help me mentality.
Yeah.
Stop that. A lot of people do that. Like, what can I get out of it? What can I, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop that. And I say that to my people of color. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a habit of doing that.
Crabs in the barrel
And we
mentality.
really have to stop that. You know, because I work with all types of races and creeds. And when I run into my people of color and it hurts me, you know, it's always about, you know, oh, this person can't do anything for me, so I can't use them. It's like, and a 5th one, this is my last one. Stay away from when somebody says, hey, I can use you for this. That's exactly what they intend to do. They intend to use you. So you got to stay away from certain words. When they say, hey man, I can use you for this project, they will use you. You know, listen to key words. When somebody say, hey man, I want to utilize you, that's the difference. That means they see you as an asset and they want to utilize your gifts. If somebody wants to use your gifts, they tend to do that. So that's my advice.
Well, you have heard it. 5 tips. He gave you
that's
2
5
extra
tips.
bonus
That's
tips
right.
from Damien Escobar on how you can be successful. So that wraps up our interview. Damien, can you tell our audience where we can find more information about you?
Sure, for
all
sure.
the albums, all the good stuff coming up.
You can follow me on mainly Facebook. If you use Facebook, then you'll find me. I'm on Instagram and everything else, and it's at Damesco, DAMEESCO, and you can catch up with me there, and we'll talk. I actually talk back on Facebook. On Instagram, I don't talk back. I don't know. It's just not my thing. But Facebook, we'll talk, we'll hang out, we'll have a good time. My album Balance is coming out. First week of April, you can get that, but you can get all my old stuff on iTunes and Amazon and Google Play. And yeah, we rock with Azizah right now. You're ready.
Yes, Natural Woman is on the scene. Well, that
Natural
wraps it
Woman.
up. Thank you so much,
It's my
Mr.
pleasure.
Escobar, for doing this interview. I look
pleasure.
forward to the concert tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to enjoy it. I need a break. So
That's right.
let's get it popping. So until next time, family. Peace.
Peace out.